I'm Dr. Lunsford, and this is your class on positive psychology. Unit 1 begins our explanation and exploration for how positive psychologists define concepts like happiness, well-being, and thriving. You're going to look at some folk definitions, meaning you're going to ask everyday people you know, how do they define happiness? Happiness is. You're going to read some in the Declaration of Independence, where our nation's founders discussed happiness several times in the Declaration of Independence. And ponder, what does it mean to pursue happiness? Do we ever catch it? Why is it one of our rights to seek happiness? And how does psychologists define happiness? Importantly, what I most want you to learn out of this unit is the framework called PERMA. It was developed by Martin Seligman, and it helps us think specifically about how psychologists define happiness and what it means. Because to study it and know what kind of interventions and activities make people thrive and flourish, we need to first be able to define it really well. And so I want you to commit PERMA to memory and make sure by the end of this unit you know what each of those letters stands for. In addition, you're going to learn about 3 of the ways psychologists measure happiness, and you're going to take an inventory yourself. The Clifton Strengths Finder and the Virtues in Action both talk about strengths. Again, in positive psychology, we want to focus on what's strong, not what's wrong. And so you're going to explore through the VIA, what are your signature strengths? And signature strengths is another key concept you should remember for this unit. The Developmental Assets Inventory is another way psychologists study positive psychology and happiness and well-being. This one focuses typically on children. So I want you to pay attention to how many items are in each inventory, what they study, and in particular, when you take the VIA, what do your signature strengths tell you about yourself? Well, I know you're going to enjoy getting to know what positive psychology means as you explore the activities in this unit. And again, the goal for this one is really to start thinking about what do we mean by positive psychology? How is it different as a subdiscipline than other areas in psychology? How do psychologists study it in terms of defining it? And we want to remember PERMA. And of course, how we start to use inventories to measure it. Well, until next time, I'm Dr. Lunsford, positively psychologically yours.